Alright, sure. Let's say we live.
Yeah, I think.
Alright, sweet. Alright, come. Alright, Shalom.
Hey, Shalom.
Alright, Brother Kashakwala
Brother Shamar.
from the GMS Atlanta Church. First and foremost, we want to give all glory, honor, and praises to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem, Rachakadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of the great millstone who rule and teach well. Peace, love, salutation to the elect 144 first fruit. As you can see on the title of this lesson, it's what? Discern who and what you listen to. Okay? Discern who and what you listen to. Discernment, we're gonna get the word, we're gonna get scriptures and bring it out. Lord willing, this is edifying. But discernment is like a filter. It's like a filter system. All right. You ever make let's see, what's something good? Okay, like a tincture.
Yeah.
You ever make a garlic tincture or something? You have the garlic in the mason jar for a certain allotted amount of time, but when you get ready to drain it, there is a filtration method that you take to filter the the substances or the stuff that you want in the tincture bottle. You ain't carrying around a tincture bottle full of garlic cloves. You see what I'm saying? So it's kind of in the same sense of filtering what you hear, what you listen to, what you believe. Okay?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I can go right to the definition. This is the definition of discernment on the Edom Online Dictionary. It reads, neatness of intellectual perception, insight, acuteness of judgment, act of perceiving by the intellect. It says goes to the heart of a subject. It says read the inmost character. It says discrimination marks the differences in what it finds. Yeah, so just like the brother mentioned, that filtration. You got to decide or decipher what is good, what is evil. And that's with all things in life. That's a gift from the Lord itself.
Right.
All right, that's a gift, man. To know, hey, man, this is bad. I stay away from it. All right, this is good. That's wisdom. That's wisdom.
That's right. And they have that word intellect.
Mm-hmm.
So we're gonna get this word intelligence real quick.
The word intelligence from the Edom Online Dictionary says the highness, faculty of the mind, capacity of comprehending general truths.
The capacity of comprehending, which comprehension is to understand general truths. 1 + 1 = 2.
Yep.
All right. The ability to understand that is the truth.
Yep.
All right. Go ahead.
It says faculty of understanding, comprehension. It says understanding, knowledge, power of discerning, art, skill, taste. It says appreciative. It says comprehend, to come to know, between, choose, pick out, read.
Right. We was talking to the spirit on this. Is that word between stuck out, to me, because what? Read between the lines with discernment and intelligence. And again, we're talking to the spirit off camera. It's like what you learn in elementary, middle, and high school. All right. In Esau's system, through elementary, middle, and high school, you are constantly being tested on a piece of paper or some type of packet. And usually on that packet, you have something called multiple choice questions, meaning there's an A, a B, a C, and all of the goddamn above. All right? And you had to discern, okay, through studies.
Yeah.
Okay, matter of fact, get Acts 17 and 11 real quick. All right? You had to discern through studies to pick the right answer. Go ahead.
This is Acts chapter 17, verse 11. These were more noble than those in Thessalonica, in that they
start up one verse, just to
verse 10. And the brethren immediately sent away Paul and Silas by night unto Berea,
right,
who coming thither went into the synagogue of the Jews.
Right, so they went to Berea, so they're going to go visit the church of Berea. Go ahead.
Verse 11, these were more noble than those in Thessalonica.
Right. These were more noble than those in Thessalonica. When you go into the word noble, okay, it means of a hereditary class, but also it means someone of what you could say, I'm paraphrasing, of high ideals. So their mind is always moving. You see what I'm saying? I used to do this because I have researched it a little bit. Listening to intricate, very complex symphonies from Bach, Mozart, Beethoven, things of that nature early in the morning get your brain moving because it's trying to pick up on all these different. You see what I'm saying? And that's a noble type of thing. It's a ideal type of thing. Matter of fact, get the word noble just on a regular Google search. All right, because it's a very good word, and that describes these men at the Church of Berea. Man, they came from a hereditary, high class. They were noble men. Okay, it's gonna go further into the scripts, but go ahead, bro.
Yeah, the word
Get
noble.
the second entry.
Okay.
Right.
The word noble it says having or showing fine personal qualities or high moral principles and ideals.
See, high moral principles are ideals. Okay, so go ahead, brother. Continue where you at.
It's Acts chapter 17, verse 11. These were more noble than those in Thessalonica, in that they received the word with all readiness of mind and searched the scriptures daily, whether those things were so.
Whether those things were so.
Yep.
So what is that? It's discernment.
Yep. That's it.
And what's crazy, they're getting these things. Well, not crazy, but they're getting these things from a learned man.
Yeah. That's it. Yeah.
And Paul. You know, you gonna say something?
Yeah. No, that was the one point.
So it's like even so, when we first get into this truth, hey, you were Israelite. Well, most of us looked up what an Israelite was.
Yeah.
Okay, the scriptures say what? The simple believe in every word, but the prudent man looketh well to his going.
Yeah.
All right, meaning you look where your steps are going.
Right.
Or was that Proverbs chapter 4 and I think 27? I think either look left or right and keep thy foot from evil. Mm-hmm. That's looking where you're going and discerning. Okay.
You want the Hebrews 5?
Yeah, you might as well get Hebrews 5.
It says Hebrews chapter 5 verse 14. Mm-hmm. It reads, "But strong meat belongeth to them that are full of age, even those who by reason of use have their senses exercised to discern both good and evil."
Right. Yeah. And of course, the first part is like understandings on a deeper level.
Yeah.
All right. Which, hey, you might not be ready for in the spirit on the level you at yet.
That's what you had to meet. And you know, the simplest for a babe is milk. You know what I'm saying? So it's levels to it. You know, you don't want to put too much on your plate than what you can eat. You know, the more than what you can handle. You know? That's wisdom in itself.
That's it. That's the whole book of Sirach. What's that? The 31st chapter.
Yeah, I think it's 30.
I think it says, "Be not unsatiable." If I want to, I think it says that, meaning greedy, gluttonous.
Yeah.
Also, I think, matter of fact, man, let me see if I can pull it up, because even physically eating, you have to discern yourself when to stop. Yeah. Drinking.
Yeah. Really, in all things, because you can burn yourself out. You know, that's with anything you can burn yourself out. Too much of anything is a false balance is abomination to the Lord.
Right.
You know.
This is Sirach chapter 31 and 16. It says, "Eat as it becometh a man those things which are set before thee." So, hey, if a brother say when you first get in, and he's teaching you the basics in the milk, eat what's on the plate.
Yeah.
Don't. I need more because I ain't full.
Yeah. I rather learn this. I sound better, because men want to sound good.
That's not a level of discernment there. To understand, this is where you need to start, and this is what be suitable for you. All right. It says, "Eat as it becometh a man those things which are set before thee, and devour not, lest thou be hated." Correct. You devour to haste, in haste. You end up becoming proud, a know-it-all. Next you know, you veering away from the body doing your own thing. I think it says that in Romans. Making your own righteousness.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? That's where you get all the other branch, camps out here.
Basically.
But who do they get the truth from?
Yeah.
The apostles and the elders.
Yeah.
You see? All right, so you can reread Hebrews 4:14. That's like 5:14.
This Hebrews chapter 5 verse 14 says, "But strong meat belongeth to them that are full age, even those who by reason of use have their senses exercised to discern both good and evil."
Right. Another good point, has their senses exercised. Okay? Their senses exercised. And how do you get your senses exercised? When you walking with wisdom.
Yeah.
When it's taking you through the crooked paths. Sirach, the 34th chapter. When you're traveling, all right, and you become a learned individual, you're having your senses exercised. Okay, shit, don't do that. Okay, do this.
Right.
That's discernment that starts developing with inside of you. You see? And another main reason, because, hey, we was talking about like a lot of stuff have been going out from these other camps, telling people in congregations to do certain things that we highly suggest they don't do.
Right.
Okay? What you gonna say?
I was gonna go with the scriptures. I was gonna go precept.
You break down.
This is Romans chapter 16, verse 17. "Now I beseech you, brethren, mark them which cause divisions and offenses contrary to the doctrine which ye have learned, and avoid them." Hey, that's what we have, these misleaders, man, false leaders.
Right.
And these individuals know they're Israelites. That's why they're that much more dangerous, and that's why you have to mark them. You have to openly rebuke them and warn the flock. Like, okay, no, that's not the way. All right, whoever is meant to listen, whoever is meant to have that gift of discernment from Yahweh Shemiah Shah will take heed. Okay, because the scriptures say that if it was possible, you would deceive the very elect, which means it's impossible. It's not possible.
Right.
So whoever is meant to receive this truth in its entirety in all aspects of the doctrine is going to get it. We're not going to have to force it. We're going to just put it out there, man.
Right.
Prophesy unto the wind.
That's it.
I was just going to continue. It says, verse 18, "For they that are such serve not our Lord Yahweh Shah HaMashiach, but their own belly, and by good works and fair speeches deceive the hearts of the simple." So, it's men, saying various things, that's very relevant in these times right now.
Right.
And if you have common sense or any level of the true level of discernment, you wouldn't even be submitting unto that person.
Right.
Because scripture do say submit to the elders, man, give double honors. So there is a group of men that Yahweh Bashmiel Shah set up to lead Israel. All right, but whether you find that man, it's on you. And your faith is according to your faith.
Right. Right. Next precept with that, bro.
I get Isaiah.
That's perfectly said, man. You got to discern. Back to the multiple choice, and I'm gonna say it straight up.
Yeah.
Okay. A, ISUPK. B, GMS. C, GOCC. D, the Sakari.
Oh man.
Okay. E, HOI. All right. Okay. Or you could be double-minded individual.
Yeah, right. Just
all of the above.
Yeah, right. You're right. That's it.
All right.
Yeah.
Now you acting like Farrakhan.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or these celebrities.
All these celebrities. They dip and dabble in every little thing, but just okay, I guess.
Right.
And not rooted and grounded like it tells you to be in Colossians. Okay? But when you do the process of elimination, going according to doctrine, let's see. Do they preach this, and the third? Okay, nope, scratch that.
Right.
Do they say this, and the third? Nope, okay, scratch that.
Right.
Do they say Esau gonna be destroyed?
Right.
Scratch that.
Right.
Maybe you're gonna get to the last choice. It's gonna be GMS.
Yeah.
Because GMS has the 100% truth.
That's it. If I can just add to the brother's point, one of the main things, do they have the name? You got to check it off. Are they teaching about the mark of the beast, the RFID microchip? Hey, check it off. Are they prophesying week in and week out? Hey, check it off. Are they, are there individual members of the congregation doing their due diligence? Check it off, man. That spiritual discernment, man, that lets you know, hey, man, these got to be the men of the Lord. These not even, I don't know what to tell you.
Right.
These are just spiritual signs. These are spirituals. It's not carnal. Ain't like we out here being flashy or glorious garments. No, it's all according to the spirit, man. It's about business. It's not personal. Nothing's personal. You know, nothing, because we don't know you people personally. You know,
right. You know,
You
hey,
know.
matter of fact, just go to the Titus.
Okay,
1:15.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because these things that we tell you, these are pure things. You have to have the spiritual eye to discern that. All right, you got it, bro.
This Titus chapter 1 verse 15. Unto the pure, all things are pure, but unto them that are defiled and unbelieving, nothing is pure.
Right. To them that are to them that are defiled and unbelieving, nothing is pure. They don't have the spiritual eye to see.
Right.
Okay. What Yahweh Shai talked about, the beam in your eye.
Yeah.
These individuals spiritually have a beam in their eye or a mote in their eye to where it's blocking. They have spiritual cataracts, man. All right. The scriptures say what in the book of Sirach? If ever thou be sick, use a physic. They don't know who the physician is.
Yeah, that's true.
To go ahead and get that surgery and take that cataracts out. Did not Yahweh Shai say the truth to set thee free?
Yep.
Just paraphrasing.
Yep.
They don't have the physician. You see what I'm saying?
Yep.
So they don't have the spiritual eye to discern. So they end up what? Believing in something else?
Yeah.
Or believing in certain other doctrines under the circumcision?
Right.
Or just not believing at all.
Yep.
You see what I'm saying? Go ahead, bro.
It says, unto the pure, all things are pure, but unto them that are defiled and unbelieving, nothing is pure, but even their mind and conscience is defiled.
Go ahead. Yep. You're already there, brother. Even their mind and conscience is defiled. Okay? Defiled, just filthy. All right? Off. All right? So we're going to get this word what is it?
Conscience.
Conscience. The word, brother. You got it.
In the Greek.
Yeah, it's Sunadices.
4893. All right,
That's off.
That's
Sunadices, man.
It's Sunadices, man. It's off. But it reads, it says, the soul acts distinguishing between what is morally good and bad.
I'll reread that, brother.
The soul of distinguishing between what is morally good and bad.
The soul, so your spirit distinguishing what is morally good and what is morally bad. Go ahead.
Promoting to do the former and shun the latter.
Woo!
The latter.
Get Philippians 3:13. Because it says, what? Shun the latter.
Yeah.
It says promote, pretty much was scored and shun the latter. So Philippians 3, I think 13, I want to start at 12.
Okay, this is Philippians chapter 3, verse 12.
You could discern where to start, brother.
It says, not as though I had already attained.
Okay, yeah.
Either were already perfect, but I follow after, if that I may apprehend that for which I also apprehended of Hamashiach Yahushai. Brethren, I count not myself to have apprehended.
Right.
But
so
this
is again Paul. No, he said it, plainly.
Right.
In his epistles, I dare not count myself for that number. He's just reiterating it here.
Right.
All right, go ahead.
But this one thing I do, forgetting those things which are behind and reaching forth unto those things which are before.
Hold that. Now go get that definition again. All right. Sunadices, reread that second part. Skip the promoting.
Oh, okay, kind of. It says, promoting to do the former and shun the latter, commending one and condemning the other.
Boom. All right, so reread that last part that you have read.
It says, which are behind and reaching forth unto those things which are before. Continue on.
Read verse 13 again.
It says, brethren, I count not myself to have apprehended, but this one thing I do, forgetting those things which are behind and reaching forth unto those things which are before.
That's a level of discernment to understand, to forget them things which are behind. Okay? The nigga you might have used to be. Yeah. Even in the truth. The mess ups you may have had in the truth. Brothers had to get on you. Okay. You learn from it, but don't dwell in that. And move forward to mark the prize.
Right.
You have to have enough level of discernment to do that. The scriptures tell you, I think that's what, 1 Corinthians 15. Pretty much you should constantly be leveling up in the spirit.
Oh, yeah, abounding. Yep.
Abounding, the water, brother. You should constantly be abounding in the spirit. So how can you abound if you're always looking back?
Yep. Second Ezra speaks about it. Let not your sins weigh you down. You know?
Right. And you have to have that level of discernment to understand. Look, man, I got to move forward.
That's it.
All right? Don't be in the position of Lot's wife. Discernment comes with making decisions. You see? It said what? Distinguishing what is morally good or bad?
Yeah.
Is this right or wrong?
Right. Yea, or let your yea be yea and let your nay be nay, man. Ain't no in between, he evil, but just do this. Hesitation.
Exceptions.
Oh yeah, compromising for the world. That's compromising, man. That's not having integrity.
Right.
We don't have time, bro. We gotta hold fast it out till he come, man.
Right.
Hold that fast as thou hast. It's not gonna be easy,
Right. And get Job 6:30 real quick. All right. Since we're going into discernment, because Job was going through his trials. You see what I'm saying? And they were trying to figure out why he was going through these trials. You see? They were saying, his friends were saying, man, you might have sinned.
Yeah.
And pretty much telling him to sin for something, for what? You see?
Mm-hmm.
And Job is like, do I not know how to discern what's good and bad?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure I know how to.
Right.
You see? Go ahead.
It's Job chapter 6, verse 30. Is there iniquity in my tongue?
Right. Is there iniquity in my tongue?
Right.
Am I speaking something bad?
Right.
Am I doing something wrong? Go ahead.
Cannot my taste discern perverse things?
Can I not discern perverse things? Can I not weed these out? Can I not have a filtration system in my spirit to understand that this is off?
Mm-hmm. You
see what I'm saying?
Yep.
It's the same thing. Can you not discern that someone telling you to take the needle is off?
Yeah.
Can you not discern that edging your head up is off? Mm-hmm. Can you not discern smoking and all that stuff, folly and going out to strip clubs and shit?
Rapping.
And actually pushing it out and presenting it?
Yeah.
I understand if you do it on your own time,
right,
but that's your
Out,
hobby.
we're talking pushing it out, man.
You know what I'm saying?
It's a doctrine in itself.
Right. You might have your hobby, but that's to you. You see what I'm saying? But you pushing that rap video out as a doctrine.
Right. Not expedient.
You know what I'm saying? You can't discern those perverse things. This is why, man, it's pivotal to discern who and what you listen to on a daily basis. Yeah. Because if you're listening to the correct things, you're going to do the correct things.
That's it.
What did the scriptures say? Faith coming by hearing of the word.
That's it.
You got to come in the right doctrine, though.
Mm-hmm.
Other camps who say GMS is faith-based, they're obviously not in the right doctrine. It's all about faith.
That's it, yeah. Because Romans 8:24 says we are saved by hope. That means we're saved by our faith, man. We're not justified by the law. All right, so that's really the spirit for you people saying that. For you other groups calling GMS that, man. Because you're right, we are faith-based Israelites, man.
Right.
You
got it, bro.
I wanted to get Isaiah chapter 29, verse 10 for those spirits that just can't get it. And that's why men, would say, hey man, the Lord's not dealing with that. He can't be dealing with you, This is Isaiah chapter 29, verse 10. For the Lord hath poured out upon you the spirit of deep sleep, and have closed your eyes, the prophets and your rulers, the seers have he covered. Yeah, so just because you're Israelite don't mean you're not in deep sleep, man. A lot of these people out here know they're Israelite, man. You have to be living under a rock to not even have heard about the Hebrew Israelites, right? All right, but he said he covered that. He covered your seers, man. He covered the people warning you. He covered their eyes, man. So you got to discern, of course, pick and choose where you gonna get caught out there. Right. Now is the time to do that. That's why we have to mention other groups. We have to mention parts of the doctrine, because these are just red flags off rip that we pointed out in our experiences. That's why we can talk about it, because we had discerned the same thing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So. Yep.
You got more?
Let me see if there's more on it. It says, I read. It says, verse 11 says, and the vision of all is become unto you as the words of a book that is sealed, which men deliver to one that is learned, saying, read this. I pray thee. He said, I cannot, for it is sealed. Mm-hmm. And the book is delivered to him that is learned, saying, read this. I pray thee. He said, I am not learned.
That goes back to, let me say, second Ezra, let me see. I'm going to say second Ezra 14, or the end of the 13. chapter. Let me see. Yep. Second Ezra chapter 14 and 42 says the highest gave understanding unto the 5 men, and they wrote the wonderful visions of the night that were told, which they knew not. And they sat 40 days, and they wrote in the day, and at night they ate bread. As for me, I spake in the day, and I held not my tongue by night. And 40 days they wrote 204 books, 45. And it came to pass then, when the 40 days were fulfilled, that the highest spake, saying, the first that thou hast written, publish openly, that the worthy and unworthy may read it.
Yeah.
That's why you have what? The Bible collecting dust on every bookshelf, if they have one, or nightstand. Okay?
Yep.
It says, or in the back of their car, on the dash.
Yep.
You know how Jake do.
Yep.
You know?
Or a tattoo.
Or a tattoo. God, got me.
Yeah.
Man, open the book, man. It says, verse 46, says, but keep the 70 last, that thou mayest deliver them only to such as be wise among the people. For in them is the spring of understanding, the fountain of wisdom, and the stream of knowledge. And I did so. That goes to show you there's select men who were chosen.
Yeah, is it?
And at the end of the day, we are speaking about, discerning.
Yeah.
Have your level of discernment, raise your level of discernment. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, it's the will of the Lord.
Oh, yeah.
It's who he chooses and decides to discern morally good or morally evil.
Yeah, because Proverbs 20 says, how can a man understand his own way?
Go ahead and get it, bro.
You know?
Oh, you want to get that Ezekiel?
Yeah,
get that Ezekiel, bro.
Yeah, we'll leave it this way.
We can end off on this.
Yeah, we can end off on this. This is, you want to start at verse 17?
Yeah, you can.
This is Ezekiel chapter 3, verse 17. Mm-hmm. Son of man, I have made thee a watchman unto the house of Israel. Therefore, hear the word in my mouth and give them warning from me. And that's what we're doing, especially in this year alone. The year 2020, year of prophecy. The warning has to go out. These people have to be warned. If people have been warned, man, the requirement has been increasing for that warning to go out even more. Videos daily. Okay,
right.
Of course, highways and byways, week in and week out. All right, it says verse 18. And when I say unto the wicked, thou shalt surely die, and thou givest him not warning, nor speakest to warn the wicked from his wicked way, to save his life, the same wicked man shall die in his iniquity, but his blood will I require at thy hand.
Well, Salaki, that even goes to show you the work that he's telling us to do to warn is a sign of mercy, because he's giving you people the chance to exercise discernment.
Yep.
Simple.
And for us to save our own life. Because he said charity covered the multitudes of sins. And charity is love. And we do this out of love for Yahweh by Shem outside and fear, of course.
That's it, bro.
Verse 19 says, yet if thou warn the wicked, and he turn not from his wickedness, nor from his wicked way, he shall die in his iniquity. But thou hast delivered thy soul.
Right.
See? Verse 20, again, when a righteous man doeth turn from his righteousness and commit iniquity, I lay a stumbling block before him. He shall die, because thou hast not because thou hast not given him warning. He shall die in his sin, and his righteousness which he hath done shall not be remembered, but his blood will I require at thine hand. Yep. So the Lord is going to get you, for the lies, man. It may seem this is low faith, man. Because if you really had faith in Yahweh Shema, you wouldn't even say certain things, man. Mm-hmm. But you speaking your own thing, you speaking those smooth things, telling your congregation do this and that. Hey, man, he's going to get you. The Lord's going to get you, man. Right. And it was the deceived and the are his, the Lord, at the end of the day. It's no stop, but we're just saying for those that are able to receive, that will meet for repentance, right. Hey, going to get it. We want to just push out that warning. We have to push out that warning, even more so now than ever,
You got it, bro.
Yeah, so, with that, Lord willing, this lesson was edifying, exhorting for you sincere believers out there. We want to end out by giving all the glory, infinite praises unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Kakadash. Double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who teach and rule well in the overseas tabernacle of David. Hey, Shalom.
Shalom.